I'd rather bleed than concede. Now that's saying something. These niggas cunning. They want my power, they never take it from me. Hey, for that money, I heard you assisting. I can't go out like that, they'll have to 86 me.
Teaching the truth about the Bible. The truth about the Bible that don't nobody in this world want you to know, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true chosen people of the Most High. The only people that the Most High loves, man. And the reason why nobody in this earth, not your Christian pastor, not your oppressor, not any of these heathen nations that surround blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to oppress them, they don't want you to know that you are the only people that the Most High loves, because if you knew that, then you will come together and love only your people. And once you are able to do that, you're going to be on top of everybody in this world. Man, let me get Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, man. You're going to be on top of everybody in this entire planet. Every other nation that has oppressed you and used you and abused you. If you only knew that the Most High only deals with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're going to rule over all these nations that oppress you, just like the Most High intended, man. But they got all these things set up so that you forget, man. That is the whole point of the so-called Black History Month, man. So that you get so engulfed in the things that they stole from you, the inventions and the accomplishments and the history that they stole from you. You get so wrapped up in that that you don't even acknowledge that they stole it from you. You just, we have come into the habit of just celebrating our glory without even stepping into our glory, man. We do all these things for our oppressor, and our oppressor has the nerve to try to halfway acknowledge blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans for the shortest month of the year, man. And we think that's some sort of glory, man. Well, it's time for, we are here in the I.S.U.P.K to remind blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that this is a farce, man. February, man, the Black History Month is a facade, man. It is a smokescreen to appease you for a moment, to get you to forget, man, so that you go back to sleep, so that you fall asleep, man. This is the bread and the circuses that they put before you to appease you and to rock you back to sleep, so that they give you 1 month out of the year, and then for the rest of the 11 months, man, they're going to continue to oppress blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. They don't want you to know who you are. But here in the I.S.U.P.K, we gonna tell you exactly who you are. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead and read that, priest.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
Now, I just want you to understand that we are reading out of the King James 1611 Bible, man. We are reading straight up out of the Bible that your so-called Christian pastor claims to teach you out of, man. But you have never heard this before. Read that again.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Now, you have never heard that you are a holy people. The word holy means set apart, means separate, man. You are a set apart people to the Most High, man. But I bet you have never learned that in the Christian church, where they claim to teach this same Bible. But the reason why you haven't heard that is because they are not teaching you out of this Bible, man. They're teaching you hymns and songs and rhythms and all of that, and teaching you how to stomp your feet and clap your hands to keep you docile so that they can oppress you. Just like the so-called white man has oppressed you, man. They're trying to keep you asleep out here so they can get your money, man. Even though you are broke and poor. It is so important for them to get your poor dollar that they are going to oppress you, and they are never going to let you find out that you are what?
A chosen, a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
They're never going to let you to find out that you are a chosen people, because they are trying to keep you asleep, because your oppressor has taught them to keep you asleep, man. Go ahead.
And holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God had chosen thee To be a special people.
To be a mediocre people.
To be a special people.
Nah, to be just like everybody else.
To be a special people.
Nah, to be a drug addict.
A special people.
To be a drug dealer.
A special people.
To be a stripper.
A special people.
To sell yourself and betray your people.
A special people unto himself.
Unto himself. Go ahead, read on.
Above all people.
Equal to all people.
Above all people.
You have never heard your Christian pastor teach you that you are above all people. But the Bible that they claim to teach you from said that you are what?
Above all people.
It's not equal to, it's what?
Above all people.
What's all people? Go ahead and read on.
That are upon the face of the earth.
You are above all people that are upon the face of the earth, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the only people that the Most High deals with. The only people that the Most High loves, and it's the people that the Most High has set to be a what?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Man, the Most High set you to be above all people that are on the face of the earth, man. We are not supposed to be out here being drug addicts and drug dealers and going home and getting high and going to the club and getting drunk out of our minds and then going to and having one night stands, man. That is not the glory of our people. That is not the highlight of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. That is not the only thing that we have to look forward to, man. That is not all we're worth, man. But that's what your oppressor wants you to think, man. So they can take your money, man. So they can keep you oppressed and docile, man. And that is exactly what Black History Month is all about, man. Let me get Revelation chapter 2, verse 9, man. Black History Month, although they put black on it, they want to put black on it and make it seem like it's all for you. They want to give you an entire month that's just for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? And then you go into the schools and they try to halfway teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans their history and their culture, right? They want you to feel like you special all of February, where you can put your dashiki on, which ain't got nothing to do with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, so that you can pick your afro out. So this is the only month out of the year where blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans can be glorious, man. That is what your oppressor wants to teach you, man. But the whole idea behind Black History Month is to keep you docile, man. How do we know this, man? Who is the face of Black History Month, man? Who is the face of Black History Month, man? How do they lead the year, man? Who is the main person, the main character that they teach you about during Black History Month, man? Martin Luther King, man. The man that led our people into a burning house, according to his own words. This is what he said. But they plaster his face all over Black History Month to represent blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, when really Martin Luther King represents our oppressor, the so-called white man, because he integrated us into their culture, man, so that we forget who we are, man, so that we forget our customs and who our enemy is, man. Your so-called Martin Luther King, man, he integrated you into a burning house, man, and that is exactly what America is. So-called, that's exactly what America is, a burning house for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. It is a trap for us, man, because we are such a compassionate and loving people that we want to love everybody, and we want to be a peaceable people like we've always been, whereas our enemy is around us, man, and we don't even know it because of Black History Month, man. But even though we have forgotten about George Floyd, even though we have forgotten about Sandra Bland and Tamir Rice and all these blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that die at the hands of white people and cops and the military and all these different nations around us, man, the Most High has not forgotten, man. And that is what the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is here to do, man, to remind us, to remind blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that your oppressor, the so-called white man, is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of, man. He is the deceiver that has deceived blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans into trusting him, man. And we need to separate from them, man.
Nobody tell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it's worth something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?